Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to One in Green Gaming. Welcome to Series 1 on the channel, where we're going to dive in to a game that I've never played before, and I probably should have played because I have a massive love for the Western genre in films, as well as this game was made by one of my favorite gaming studios of all time, Rockstar, who you will most likely know from the Grand Theft Auto series. So I felt like this is a perfect game to jump into as my first series because A, I've never played it, and B, I love Westerns, along with the Rockstar thing. That kind of helps. So let's dive into this. I just did a test little run just to see how long it took to get to the actual game, so I'm going to jump ahead right now for us being right into the gameplay. And we're back. If subtitles aren't on right away, I'll turn them on the second I can. We're nailing every stereotype of Western so far. Also, I'm gonna let this episode. I'm not gonna go like really long on these episodes, but for this one, as well as probably episode 1 of each series, I'll probably let go a little bit longer, just because most of it's just exposition and story. So. I'll at least get into some gameplay before I call this one an episode. But I'm really excited to play this because I've been putting it off forever, and I don't know why. I loved Bully. I loved what was the crime one? Not Grand Theft Auto. The L.A. Noire. So everything Rockstar puts out, I love. And for some reason, I just never played this.
I'm grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they live like animals.
It's like they had a stereotypical checklist of, well, what does a Western have? Because we're going to put every single one of them in the intro of this video game. I'm not mad, though. Because the one thing about the Western film genre that I love...
People now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
Yeah, the best thing about a Western film is that even the worst Westerns I enjoy, so even if this is absolute garbage, I'll be pretty okay with it.
So, Jenny.
That being said, Rockstar has a pretty good track record with this stuff, so I'm not too concerned.
Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
I'm gonna safely assume I'm gonna rob that guy dry. Is that what we're setting up here?
My dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
Why do I have a feeling there's going to be a ton of death in this?
Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask
Steve Martin.
Indeed.
Well, here we are.
That's not the Steve Martin, is it?
Armadillo.
There we go. Alright, we're in now. And these controls are exactly like Grand Theft Auto, I figured. Alright, I'm gonna try on subtitles really quick. Nope. I don't know why I went there. Just because... Okay, I thought there was no subtitles. I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Just because I'll probably end up talking over, like, stuff, and I don't want you guys to miss any story development or plot because of me talking. Oh, I got a gun right out of the gate. Okay. Alright. This is amazing, actually. I'm pretty upset with myself that it took me this long to play a game based on a Western. And I won't keep talking about that. We'll move on to actually play. If his name's Cookie, I'm done.
You must be John Morrison.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake.
Okay, Jake.
Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends. But pleased to meet you,
Jake, aka Cookie.
Got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Does he have a buggy? You know what? Stereotypes usually aren't a great thing, but for this, I'm pretty okay with it. You got the town drunk, you've got Cookie, you've got the saloon with piano player and what I assume are paying girls, if you get my meaning. Alright, that horse is going nuts.
Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. I was... Okay, I'm gonna get used to the controls here. What? Oh, I pressed the L one. Well, it's not often that you start off a Western story riding off into the sunset.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians.
That voice sounds like Michael
They got
Masden.
1 million soldiers and went looking for gold.
The voice of the main guy I'm playing. Is
So
it?
what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like
I gotta
said,
check that, because that
you
sounds
ain't gonna
exactly
find
like him.
many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
I'm gonna bet money that that's Michael Masden. And if you guys don't know who Michael Masden is, he's the guy that's basically in every Quentin Tarantino movie ever. I believe he was the guy that cut off that guy's ear in Reservoir Dogs.
I doubt
I
it.
haven't seen that movie in forever, but I'm pretty sure that was him.
well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo.
I knew it.
Cream gravy they are, not like Steve's Glander. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
I'd love to see Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't even played the game yet, and I would love to see Red Dead Redemption 2. Just based on the fact of what Grand Theft Auto 5 did.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
It's alright, I'm not talking a lot. I just, opening up in this thing, I want to try and get as much of the plot audible as I can. And then once we get into it all.
Are you? Nope. I'm just chewing the dog, man.
You know what? I'm not even mad at that. Timing-wise, I'm sitting here telling you guys that I'm not going to talk a lot in this just because of plot, and he says, not very talkative, are you? Neat.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Come on.
There we go.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
So, like most westerns, I'm gonna assume this is a bounty hunter situation, because that guy looks like the crossbreed of Clint Eastwood's Man with No Name and
Let's go.
I don't know, another bounty hunter. Yeah, I nailed that, didn't I? Anyways, just in short, the guy looks like a bounty hunter, so I'm gonna assume it's a bounty hunter.
Bill, I've come for you.
Yep. Okay.
Bill Williamson, come out here right now.
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
We're not?
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need
Okay, he must be in a gang. Turn to the dark
Bill,
side.
please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
You never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me.
That voice sounds like something from GTA 5.
You always were one for fancy words.
One of Trevor's friends?
Different now, John.
I don't know.
Now I'm in charge.
Could be completely
No more
wrong.
Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Poor Joe.
And roll credits. It's over. Stereotype number 876, The Vulture. So I'm going to assume that Bill must have been an old friend of his that ended up in a wrong gang, and maybe they have a bounty on all their heads or something. Obviously, I know I'll get more of the story as we go along, but I'm just guessing at this point. I'm gonna safely assume that I'm still alive. Just playing the ghost of Marsden. Well, that was easy. Turn game on. You've got an achievement. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip through the loading stuff just so we can get more to the plot and the gameplay here.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here.
Oh, she's the girl from the train.
What are you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it?
And that's how you
Is that
set
why
up
you
that
went
money
straight down
is
to Fort
scarce.
Arthur and picked a fight with the worst
Back
bandit
in
in
the
the
day.
county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. You see my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
I wonder if Bill's like the...
Now I'm gonna...
He must be like the
take my
really
time and
dangerous
go
guy.
his kind way.
Like the guy from
Sounds very fun, Mr. Marston.
The Magnificent
Quite
Seven.
heroic,
The bad guy.
Just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Alrighty. Okay, so we're out. We're gonna go join Bonnie, but we're gonna go join Bonnie in the next episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this episode was like a really kind of like I barely speak and we kind of let the game do its thing, but it's a very story heavy game and I didn't want to force jokes or whatever over it's an important dialogue and stuff like that. So next episode we'll really dive into this, and I'm very excited because I love, like I've said thousands of times in this one episode of a playthrough, I love westerns. I love this genre, and Rockstar is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, game developers of all time. So I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a hell of a time and a hell of a story. And the best thing is that even though this game came out years ago, I know nothing of story, plot, gameplay, anything. So this is going to be all completely new to me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Series 1. As we go along, we're going to discover this adventure and just have a fun old time in the wild, wild west. So thank you guys again, and we will see you in the next episode.